Hey everyone, it's Brandon here, and thank you for tuning in to another message. Brothers and sisters in the Lord, have you ever experienced or are experiencing the ongoing frustration or even despair of struggling with or wrestling with a certain besetting sin or weakness in your life? It could be anything from an explosive temper that especially rears its ugly head when tired among the family at home, or maybe struggling to let go of emotional hurts and pain that people have caused you back from your past. If any of that resonates with you, then let me encourage you with this verse from 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. Peter says, "His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life." This word power in its original Greek translation is pronounced dunamis, which is where we get our English word dynamite. And when you place the word straight after the word divine that Peter does here, it gives you an idea of what kind of power we're talking about. This root word for power is also used by the Apostle Paul in the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 19 to 20, where he prays for the Ephesus church. He talks about the incomparably great power for us who believe. Paul then goes on to expound in his prayer what this power looks like. He describes this power as being the same as God's mighty strength, which he exerted when he raised Christ from the dead and seated him at the right hand in the heavenly realms. It's so easy to overlook this verse and, to excuse the pun, to miss its power. Basically, the Apostle Paul is saying the same power that God used to raise Jesus from the grave is also available for us who believe. But to excite you even more, Paul uses this word exerted when he describes how God raised Jesus back from the dead. We see this word exerted nowhere else in Scripture when it's attributed to God's work. In our English dictionary, the word means to make a physical or mental effort. Now, we know that God is all sufficient. Nothing is impossible with God. But it seems that when it came to raising Jesus back to life, it took greater effort than anything else God had ever done in creation. And yet, this is the same power that the Apostle Peter and Paul are saying is available for us today as believers. Soak that in. But what is this power for? Well, it's certainly not for our own selfish means or agenda, to be used by force or to make a name for ourselves. It's for Him first, His name and His glory, which ultimately leads to our good. And so going back to our original verse in 2 Peter, he says his divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life. It is for godliness. It's our end goal. So if you're struggling to overcome the same sin or weakness in your life, don't give up. Don't settle for where you're at. Keep believing. His divine power has given you everything you need for a godly life. So let me urge you, call out to the Father through Christ his Son. Ask for an outpouring of the Spirit's power so you can grow and see breakthrough, so you can live a godly life. I hope that has encouraged you and blessed you. And if it has, please hit the like button. And if you would like to hear more messages like these, then please subscribe. Be blessed.